This is television for the Isles of Scilly, brought to you with Worldwide Financial Planning, Truro and Penwith College, and the Scilly Lottery. From Radio Scilly, this is scillytv.com.
I don't know. We've no idea how we got picked. A lot of people said, "Oh, I wonder if you'll go to the wedding," and I said, "Well, no. Why should we? You know, it's nothing to do with the duchy tenancy at all." And then the invitation came through. So, yeah.
And are you really looking forward to it?
Very much so.
Yeah. Yeah. Hugely.
I mean, there are some people that would probably give their right arm to get to go to this wedding, including maybe some politicians who haven't been invited. So you're amongst a very privileged number of people, aren't you?
We are, yes, we are, and we realise that, I think, don't we? Yeah, we know we're very lucky, and we don't take it for granted one little bit. It's very, very special. And
I guess you're familiar with some of the protocol now, having been to similar sort of weddings before.
Oh, were you going to mention that? Well, Keith can tell you about those.
No, I can't.
Which ones have you been to before? Which royal occasions?
We've been to Charles and Diana's and Charles and Camilla's. Both great events, but different in that Charles and Camilla's was at Windsor Castle, so after the ceremony we went and joined in the bun fight as well, with all the royals sort of mingling around. So I mean,
like one big family wedding, wasn't it?
Well,
that was
like
a
big family wedding, and whereas Charles and Diane's and this one, we shall just be at the ceremony and then off to a private little duchy do afterwards.
But we obviously behaved ourselves if we've been for the previous two, because if we've been invited again.
How did you find out you were been invited?
Just the invitation.
Just turned up?
Yes. I was clearing out the fire on a Saturday afternoon, cleaning the ash grate, and I heard the post come, so I just went to get it with dirty hands, and I saw the envelope. It's sort of like a big cream envelope with the Lord Chamberlain stamped across the envelope, and I just said, "Keith, I think you better come and get the post," because my hands were filthy, and that was it. Yeah, we were very, very, very surprised.
And are there any important parts of protocol you've been told to observe? Dress, for instance, have you been told what to wear?
It says on the invitation, morning dress, lounge suit or uniform. So Keith will be wearing a lounge suit because we haven't got round to hiring a morning suit. And uniform wouldn't do, would it? As you can see, his uniform is shorts and t-shirt, which wouldn't do.
I guess a lot of people will see the event on the TV and they'll see just the ceremony in the Abbey and they won't realise how long you guys will have been sitting there waiting for the service to start. You've got to be there quite early, haven't you?
We have, yeah. The security starts checking in at 8:15 in the morning, and we have to be in our seats at 10:15, by 10:15. And I understand from the stuff we've had through that it's going to be full sort of like airport security, so in through like airport arches, and so I guess that will take a long time if everybody's got to get through and in their seats in that short, 8:15 till 10:15, that's like an hour and a half. It's a lot of people to get through, yeah.
And as we know from Gordon Billsborough's research work, there's no toilets there.
There are toilets there, but they're not many, I don't think. So, and we have to use them by 9:45 if we're going to.
Because you don't want to miss anything, do you? Really? Now, will you be sitting with celebrities or other royals?
You've got the list of. You've seen the list. We're with celebrities and.
I can't remember now, but the answer to your question really is no. We're going to be, I think, if I've got the plan of Westminster Abbey right, William and Kate will leave by the west door, and we're going to be the north nave, which is the aisle sort of by the west door. So we won't see anything of the actual ceremony going on, because it's Westminster Abbey layout is quite different, isn't it? It's got a sort of choir stalls or something halfway down, so I think we're going to be quite near the back, but with the plebs. But we don't
You've done quite a bit of research on the layout, haven't you?
It was in the paper.
Oh, was it? Okay. It's more than I've done.
It was in the paper, because I've only been to Westminster Abbey once before, and you don't really remember it, do you? The set out of it very well. So yeah, it'll be just lovely wherever we are. We might be surprised. Who knows? I know we were at one of the previous weddings we went to when we were with Charles and Diana's, and we were right by the main aisle. Could have touched Diana as she walked past. It was amazing. But yeah. It'll be nice. And the nice thing about getting there early too is that you are able to point, see other people coming. You sort of point, famous people.
Sarah will get a chance to talk to the celebrities.
Because you've done this before, apparently, haven't you?
A bit of chatting to celebrities.
Yes.
Well, they don't know who you are, do they? So you might as well go and strike up a conversation if you get a chance. So we did.
So
I did.
which people of note have you spoken to before then?
I spoke to Joan Rivers. I spoke to Rowan Atkinson and Princesses Eugenie and Beatrice. Was that it? Oh, and Sarah Brown. Well, that's
Well, she won't be there this time, will she?
No. We've beaten the Labour Prime Minister, or ex-Labour Prime Minister. Yeah. So
And are you going to have people looking out for you on television in case you get featured?
yeah, well, yes, definitely. A lot of friends have said, "What are you wearing, Sarah? What colour hat have we got to look out for?" So, yes, I think people will be looking out.
What colour hat will it be?
Navy.
Okay.
Very boring. Being amongst all the crowd.
We've made the TV screen on the last two, so we expect to do so for this one as well.
Is it going to be a bit of a wrench for you, though, not being here on the islands for gig weekend?
Yes, it is a bit of a wrench, but it was either that or divorce.
Oh, that's not fair! How dare you say that?
No,
it's not fair.
No, of course, I'm really happy to be there. I will miss the gig weekend, but I think this is a better offer, really.
What you actually said to me was, in 10 years' time, Sarah, am I going to remember what a good gig weekend that was, or am I going to say, this time 10 years ago I was at William and Kate's wedding?
So profound of me.
Yeah. That's your very words.